Hi, I'm Matt Thornton with DallasSidekicks.com here on Coach's Corner, and we are here with Dallas Sidekicks head coach Símon Bozas and Director of Soccer Operations Jesse Llamas. We're thrilled. This is really exciting for the fans to be able to talk to you, to interact with you guys, and understand the upcoming season and what's going on with the franchise. So really stoked about that. You know, Coach, one thing, a lot of people, they don't know a lot about your background, your history, if you will. Talk a little bit about where did you come from? How did you get into soccer?
Born here in the late 70s, and when I say here, Louisville, Texas, and then different from a lot of foreign families. Dad's from Uruguay, mom's from Argentina. We left, so we went back to Argentina. Actually, we went back and forth a couple times, and then I got into the youth system of Argentinian soccer, which is, for those of you who follow the sport, is probably the factory of the world. They continuously produce players. They have a good farming system. Argentina, Brazil, multiple South American countries. And I got into that system. And then after that, very similar to baseball in this country, they have like AAA, AA, and so forth and so on. United States doesn't set up like that today with the MLS, but in the rest of the world, typically there is a first, second, third, fourth division, and they have relegation and whatnot. Played there in a third division team, then went to Bolivia, played there for a little bit too as well, and then got into the business world after that.
Oh, nice. All right. And a lot of outdoor soccer, indoor soccer, the last, of course, 3 seasons. We had that little pause in between, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Indoor, what's your understanding and philosophy on how indoor has emerged over the seasons from outdoor?
Sure. Argentina and Brazil play futsal, and so growing up too as well, did do a little bit of futsal, not too much, but it was a sport that always intrigued me because of the fast pace, more goals, compressed tight spaces. And so over the years, since 2000, I think it was 2000, especially in 4 and 5, I really started to follow at the time it was MISL. And we had Ricardinho traveling around the country, and followed him on a couple of games, got to talk to a lot of the coaches and asked them about what their experience was on taking from outdoor soccer to indoor soccer, and what were their challenges and what they went through. Because what happens is no coach, no player grows up playing indoor soccer. That does not exist.
Interesting.
Everybody has to convert from outdoor soccer into indoor soccer. That's coaching, including players, everybody. It's a completely different sport. And I really mean that not because they're just a ball and they're scoring, which is what everybody can attribute to the knowledge of the game. It is a completely different sport.
Interesting. Great insights. You've got the gentleman to your left there, Jesse Llamas, perhaps a name that maybe Sidekicks fans will remember. Jesse, I think you were the goalkeeper of the year, 2003, in indoor soccer. What's your history? How did you join the Sidekicks?
So I was playing in the UISISL back in the day with the El Paso Patriots. And after my second season with them, the Sidekicks drafted me in the dispersal draft. And I came in, played about 7 games behind Sagu that year, and I won the Rookie Goalkeeper of the Year. And then the second year, I actually tore my ACL early on in the season, so I couldn't finish out the second season. And then the team went goodbye after that season in 2004.
Nice. And now you're part of the soccer operations. What does that mean exactly?
Well, I handle a lot of to do with the players. Anything to do with players, that's me. So I took a lot of pressure off this guy this year. Came in, handled all the contracts, handled all the visas, and a lot more. So it's too much, might bore you to death. But a lot of things behind the scenes that I make sure the players are in good shape.
That's fantastic. Well, you've also expanded, I understand. You've got a new assistant coach / player, Ricardinho Cavalcante, Capitan.
There you go.
What is his role in the team?
No, so Ricky, last year was kind of the last year for him in terms of a great career in this game. I think more than 18 years or something like that. 3 championships. The guy's been there, done that. And so what has happened in previous years, and we can talk about it, is that we sign about 25, 26 contracts, and as injuries happen, you start shrinking it down, and 15 people has to get, must be dressed up every game. So what we're decided to do this season, and we're talking to Ricky, is that to be assistant coach / player. So therefore, if there is a gap of experience needed or whatnot, or contractual, disarrays because the season goes out and the injuries start happening, that he can fulfill the gap if it's needed at the time, and also too to bring the wealth of knowledge to the game in every single practice to the young players who are just starting out into this new game for them.
Nice. Well, it's interesting to find that, because a lot, the retirement, right? So you talked him back on the field, huh?
Sure. Yeah. And the idea is for him is to coach, and that will be the idea we talked about with Jesse, and to help out because of the wealth of knowledge, and also too he's well respected in the indoor soccer game. But if the team needs that backfill, and I don't mean that in a bad way, I mean that actually in a really good way, that of experience, or because like I said, the injuries or whatever happens throughout the season, after the 3 seasons, we've learned that, you can never, I think that it was only a handful of times in 3 years I was able to dress up the same 15 players.
Wow.
And that just talks about, more friction, there's a little bit more injuries than in outdoor soccer because of the compressed tight spaces.
Interesting. Well, gentlemen, this is great history on the Sidekicks. Great to have both of you here today. Really excited to see future episodes and talk to you guys. So Matt Thornton with DallasSidekicks.com, Coach's Corner. We'll see you next time.